lesson lesson 4, guys. No one is here yet. Okay. I have to do this. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Lesson 4. Lesson 4. Let's wait for one person, then we kick off. If no one is here, I'll still go on. I'm going to allow anybody to waste my time. Okay. Alright, let me give them 1 more minute. If no one is here, then I'll begin. Alright, this is great. Lesson 1. Lesson 1. Today's lesson is, I think the network wants to, I think it's all good now. Alright, lesson 1. Now, welcome to whoever is here with me. I don't know who is here. Please, can you drop wave in the chat so that I can know who is here with me? Okay. Alright. I'm not going to wait for that. Lesson 4. Now, today we are going to discuss about why you should make decisions now. Why you shouldn't wait before making decisions that you know are going to impact your life in a way that it will benefit your future in a positive way. Okay, first I'll begin by giving you a story about when I started selling courses on Udemy. Then I was living with my dad's sister. Okay, I had no setup, I had no microphone or nothing. And then I had the idea of selling courses on Udemy. But then I was limited because I had no good camera. I still don't have a good camera, but I had no good camera then. I had no microphone, I had nothing, and all these things were required for you to give out a good course on Udemy. Udemy accepts text courses, but they always like it when it's a requirement. Yes, you have to attach a video to every text. So making a video then was a must. So I had to improvise. I had this idea of maybe waiting a little bit longer and then having a setup before going into Udemy. But then I asked myself, if I okay, so I made the decision to start. But that moment I got the idea. So I had to improvise, I had to think outside the box. So I went, because I have knowledge on graphic design and all that, so I thought about this. Okay, since I don't know, or since I don't have the tools to make a video for my Udemy courses, why don't I make it like a slideshow with maybe visuals and all this, but it will be faceless, my face won't show on the videos. Then attach all the captions, all the text to the video and everything, set it up in a way that Udemy will accept my course. That was the idea. So I went on to start creating the course. Okay, I started with the text. I had to sketch everything, I had to put everything down on my Google Docs. So after doing that, I went to Canva and then I designed how I wanted. I looked for a template there, yes. I used a template on Canva to create the videos. So the videos had the captions of whatever I was teaching in each lesson, because there was a requirement for how many lessons you are supposed to put in Udemy, or you are still supposed to put in Udemy. I think the policy still works now. It's been a long time since I posted a course there, but I believe it still works. So you had to do all that for you to get your course up and running, for you to even get any enrollment. And then I can tell you that I am proud I made that decision. I am proud I decided not to wait, but then to make that decision the moment I had it in mind. Because making that decision helped me to set up my whole course. I published my first course on Udemy, and then the second one. Then the first one gave me some money. I won't tell you how much, but then I made some money from that course. And the course is still available, so obviously recurring revenue is a must. It's like a passive income kind of thing. But then what I'm trying to help you understand is I did not wait. I had the chance to wait. I had every right to wait because I did not have the tools. But if I had not started then, I'm very sure I won't get to the level I'm in now. Because right now, I don't see myself creating courses on Udemy anymore. Because I don't see it to be in line with my vision. I think I shouldn't be pouring my knowledge or everything to someone's brand and then not focusing on mine. So what I'm doing now is I'm focusing on my own brand and everything. But then I had, I had, like, how will I even put it? I had just random ideas. But now I can probably say I know what I'm doing and where I'm going. But then it was just like trials and errors and all that. But even the trials and errors helped me to get at least some money. This is to tell you that if you decide to do something, you shouldn't wait for the right time, because I feel there is no right time for you in this life. There's no right time to do anything. Okay, Mr. Magadon. Okay, welcome, sir. Please drop wave in the chat. I feel there is no perfect time for you to make a decision. There is no perfect time for you to do anything in life. I feel I know they say the perfect time was yesterday, the other perfect time is now. But then you say this and you hear people say this, but then you don't even do this. And that's the problem. Saying things without taking action is like just pouring ingredients inside a pot and not putting the required amount you need for you to get a sweet meal or a good meal. Okay, so like I was saying, there is no right time, there is no perfect time for anything. Whatever you have in mind, whatever you want to start doing, you should start doing it now. If I had waited for the right time to start posting my Udemy courses or to start publishing my Udemy courses then on Udemy, I would not have made the money I made on Udemy. And to tell you this, that was like some months after I finished learning virtual assistant on ALXS. That was some months after. I was thinking outside the box. I was not just thinking, because what we learned there is about working for people and all these freelance jobs and that. But I did not depend on just that. I did not depend on just handling people's business. I thought for a second. I asked myself, how can I monetize this skill even outside what it is meant for? Then the idea came to me. The idea was to teach it to people, to educate people about that thing, and then charge them for a bit lesser price. Make it clearer. At least you know when it's someone who has experience, if he's telling you something or if he's teaching you a skill or telling you about something, you know he's talking from a place of experience and not just theory or reading a script or something. And that was what I did. I said, outside monetizing these skills in this certain way, I can still monetize this skill in this other way. And that was how I got the idea to start using Udemy. And then why I even stopped using Udemy was because, aside the fact that I wanted to build my own personal brand and I did not want it to clash, I also learned that you giving another person authority, you giving another person the power over your product or your brand, it gives you, it limits you to how you handle your product or your business or anything you are doing. Because then I can tell you that what Udemy did was that the kind of amount, the way we were sharing the revenue and everything it was not satisfying at all. It was very bad to me. In fact, I did not like it. Imagine having a split that the guys with the platform are the ones getting the higher price when it's like you are the one who puts in more work. But that didn't hold me back. After the first course, I still published the second course because I saw I got money from the first. So if you can do this the first time, why can't you do it again? But you see, I did not just do that overnight. I had the decision to do it, and I did not just wait. Sorry, I did not wait for the perfect time. I made the decision to do it that moment, and I did it even without having a setup to even create videos like this. I still did it. I did it with my phone and all. The way I recorded those audios for the faceless video I did, it was very guys, you needed to see how I was doing this. I was like timing when I'll record and when I'll stop, because the compound I was living in then, it was noisy. You might be recording an audio and then noise will just come from nowhere. You'll be like, ah God, I have to start over again. But that didn't hold me back. All it did was encourage me, because the first thing is I was already making moves. I already decided to do it now and I did it now. I did not wait for the perfect time. So the thing is, when you even start doing something, when you make a decision and you start doing it that moment, God Himself will give you all the motivation you need to continue. Unless if you are too lazy or not disciplined enough or not even ask God for guidance, that's when you will draw back. But the moment you make that decision and start, especially when you start seeing progress, guys, I'm telling you, if it's not like you see another better offer outside, you are not going to leave that particular thing. You are going to continue. So why wait for the right time? Why wait for the so-called right time? Why wait for the so-called perfect time? Because I feel the right time, the perfect time is now. If you have an if you have an idea of learning a skill, I'm telling you the best time to do that is now. If you have an idea of monetizing any of your skills, the best time to do that is now. If you have an idea to sell a particular product, the best time to do that is now. If you have an idea of creating content online and posting it on all social medias, the best time is now. If you have an idea of starting a YouTube channel like me and then growing from scratch and all this, the best time is now. Because if you start now, you have an advantage than someone who starts tomorrow. Because starting now will help you to be ahead of others who have not yet started. And starting now will help you to even get, it will be like a surprise to you the kind of progress you will get if you start now. Because why hold back? Why hold back? Why hold back? Why say tomorrow? Why say next tomorrow? Why say next year? Okay, if it is next year, if you start next year, when do you think you are going to get progress? Are you going to get that progress overnight? No. But if you start now, the chances of you getting progress is very high even before next year that you are planning to start. So stop feeling like you don't have what it takes. All you need to have is the zeal, the determination to do a certain thing. And if you have that determination, then nothing should hold you back. All you have to do is start now. I'm telling you guys, if you if you execute all the plans you have now, the kind of results you start getting before the year ends will be shocking to you, to be a surprise. What is that skill you want to learn? What is that skill you want to learn? Is it on YouTube? Are you going to pay for it? Are you going to buy a course? Buy it now. Start watching the videos now. Start. Speed is everything, guys. Speed is everything. How can you how can you want to do something and then you don't even do it? Like, you don't even decide. How can you say you have an idea and you cannot even decide fast on that idea? Imagine if I give you a project and then I tell you I want it by next week, and then you are telling me I can get it the upper week. Next time if I want to give you a project, that's if I even give you this particular project. Next time if I want to give someone a project, do you think I'll come to you? No, I'll go to someone who can do it faster. Not, it must not even be better than you, but who can do it faster, most people, in fact, a lot of people, I can tell you, rich people love speed. The enemy of we the poor is time, but I feel the enemy of we the poor is money, but then I feel the enemy of the rich is time. And that's why we enter the bus, we enter keke to save money, and the rich take airplanes, they take jets to save time. So if you have the time, all you have now is time. Guys, we don't have money. You and I don't have money. If you think you have money, you don't have it. But what do you have? You have time. So why don't you use that time wisely? Why do you keep extending when you should make decisions that will help you in your life, that will help you change your current situation, that will help you change your future, that will help you change the lives of the people around you? Why waste that time on procrastinating? Why waste that time on just saying I'll do this next year? Why waste that time on waiting for the perfect time? Why don't you just do it now? Why? That's my question to you guys. So if you really have something in mind, I'm saying it again, start doing it now. In fact, you have money, you want to get something that you know will help you in your business, get it now. If I can tell you that money doesn't even like to be kept. Money likes movement. Money loves movement. When you keep your money in bank account, you'll be surprised to see how fast you spend it. But then if you invest that money in your knowledge, if you invest that money in learning a skill, if you invest that money in a business, your business or a new business or anything that will improve your life, you'll be surprised of how satisfied you will feel and how that investment will later generate income for you. Even though it doesn't generate income for you as fast as you want, it will definitely generate income for you. But why hold back? Why hold back? And I feel this is the reason why most people now are regretting why they did not buy Bitcoin back then in 2009. Because you see a lot of older guys or older people saying, I wish I knew, I wish I bought Bitcoin then, I wish. It's a lie. Even if they told them about Bitcoin, then they would not buy it. They will say, let me see how it will end up first. Let me see the people that buy in some years. If they get profit, then I'll buy. But then I'll not buy then. So don't be that person. Don't be those people that did not buy Bitcoin in 2009, who had the opportunity but did not buy Bitcoin in 2009. Don't be those people. Be a person who makes a decision and executes it immediately, because doing things as fast as you can in the most simplest way you can is the best way to do it. Like I said, speed is everything. For you guys who just maybe had a network issue or something, I'm going to repeat this. I said the guys who always talk about regretting why they did not buy Bitcoin back then in 2009. I'm telling you that even if they told them, I'm very sure they heard about Bitcoin then, but then they did not buy it. Why? Because they were waiting for the perfect time. They were saying, let others buy, let me see how it will end up. If it ends up well, then I'll buy also. And if it doesn't, then fine, I won't buy it. But now they are all regretting. Why? Because they had an opportunity to change their future, to change the future of their children. But all they did was hesitate. They did not decide to do it then, they did not decide to do it now, and they did not do it. And that's why now they are regretting and saying, I wish I bought it. I wish I bought Bitcoin. Now I am telling you guys, don't be like those people. Don't be like those people that did not buy Bitcoin in 2009 and are now regretting. Be a person who gets an idea and executes it now. Be a person who makes decisions fast. Be a person who uses speed to his advantage. Be a person who invests in himself and in his skills, in his knowledge, in himself, his skill, his knowledge, and also his family. Focus on important things and focus on doing them as fast as you can. All I am trying to say to you guys today is do it now. I don't like it when people come and meet me and then they say, guy, I want to learn graphic design, but I'm thinking, who will be the best? You want to learn graphic design and you don't even have a little idea about graphic design. Meanwhile, on YouTube, you can go and search how to design on Canva, how to design on Photoshop. For those who don't have a Photoshop software, you can say how to design on Canva, and then YouTube will give you thousands of videos or hundreds of videos teaching you graphic design the simplest way. You can watch 10 of those videos a day or 5 of those videos a day even without paying any tutor a dime. And then you can't tell me that after watching those 10 videos, you are not going to learn anything from all those videos. There must be something you pick, and that thing you pick is something that if you execute, yes, you have little knowledge on graphic design. That's how you learn, by making decisions fast. Stop saying, I want to learn this skill, I want to learn that skill, I want to. You are just saying, you have been saying it since last year, you have been saying it since the upper year, but you have not made any move. Why don't you make the action now? Why don't you start doing things now? Why do you why do you have to wait till life slaps you, life shows you shaggy before you start making decisions? Why do you have to wait for that moment? Don't you know that if you start learning graphic design now, or any skill, I'm just using graphic design as an example, don't you know that if you start learning graphic design now, by the end of December or by the end of November, you will have at least 10 to 20% knowledge on graphic design, and that 10 to 20% of knowledge of graphic design, if you find the right people, they will pay you for that particular knowledge, even if it's not in a way that you have to teach them, but then they will give you jobs and then you offer your price, they will pay. This is how you win in life, by making decisions now. And not just making decisions now, making decisions and acting now. That's how you win in life. Those contents you are afraid of creating, for you guys who say, I don't have a good camera, I don't have a good background, I don't have a good this, I don't have a good that, you can all see I'm doing this from my room. This is a one room apartment and I'm doing this from my, this is not a fancy studio setup or anything, but then what matters is the value you are giving. If creating content now will help your business, if creating content now will promote your business, if creating content now will promote your brand, either your external brand or your personal brand, then you should start creating content now. You should not wait for the perfect time. You should not wait for that Samsung phone or iPhone or Google Pixel or whatever, or that camera, that Nixon or whatever. You should use what you have and start acting now. In fact, it will be of joy to you when you start with the little you have, when you decide and then you execute with the little you have, and along the way you grow. I can tell you that the money I got from Udemy, I told you the story about how I started Udemy, yes. The money I got from Udemy, I'm not saying it helped me in a very big or fancy way, but then it helped me. It helped me. It helped me in some ways I cannot even describe to you guys. And then I was asking myself one day like that. I was saying, what would have happened if I did not make that decision and then execute on that plan that day, that particular moment? What would have happened? I'm telling you, if I feel if I had hesitated for maybe a day or two after having that idea and planning to execute it, that after that day, if I had waited for maybe a day or two, I believe I wouldn't have even gotten at least two students. Maybe the student who enrolled that day, guys, in just 1 week, I know how many people enrolled for that particular course. Even though yes, some enrolled and then they asked for refund and all that. But then, welcome Sharon, welcome Nonza. But then I still got something. It was not just a waste of time. It wasn't. I had an idea, I had a vision, I decided to do it now, and that is why I got to this level. Me getting this apartment, it was headache. I, in fact, when I got this apartment, I was broke. Like after getting this apartment, I was broke for a while. Before even getting some money, I was like flat broke. I think I've shared it with someone. I can see it's not here. I shared it with him. I said, oh bro, I don't broke. Like I was broke, but I had to decide then. I had to make that decision because I knew that making this decision of getting an apartment was going to help me, was going to help my plan. I knew why I did it. It was not just about getting an apartment, getting your own. It was not just about that. There was a reason behind it. The money was there at that moment. Spending that money will make me broke, but then I had to do it now. There was no time to waste. There was no time. Guys, the best time to learn that skill is now. The best time to talk to that girl you have been planning to talk to since last year is now. The best time to make that money is now. The best time to sell that thing, even if it's akara, is now. You have that plan of creating a fashion brand. Start designing it now. Start designing how you want the dress to be, the shirt, the trouser, the caps, or whatever. Start doing something now. You want to learn graphic design? Start now. You want to learn fashion design? Start. See, guys, YouTube has made it easy, like very easy. It was before I knew that even though you go on YouTube, it will be very hard for you to get maybe a video where you can learn that thing, and then when you execute it, when you do it, it will be the same with the way you saw it on the video. But now a lot of guys out there are legit. They are literally teaching you all these things for free and not even charging anything. YouTube distributes all these videos. They are out there, but with young people, we spend our time watching things and doing things that don't even add anything to our lives or to our future. Meanwhile, there are other things we can spend our time doing online that will be of benefit to our lives in a very positive way, that in the next 5 years we won't regret why we spent time watching those videos. Like I said yesterday, I got to where I am today by listening. And today I'm telling you, I didn't just listen. I listened and I acted on what I had. I did not wait for the perfect time to act. I acted the moment I received the message. If you receive a message from someone and then the message is good, you have tested it. In fact, you see it in the life of that person. What you should do is execute, make decision to make action on that particular message you receive from that person the same day. Stop waiting. See, guys, the greatest gift we are lucky. I have to tell you this, we are lucky. We are lucky to be breathing oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. Sorry. We are lucky to be alive today. We are lucky to see today. How sure are you? Why are you so sure? How are you even so sure that you are going to see tomorrow? Think about that for a moment. Are you God? You are not. And you are not the universe. So you are not sure that you are going to see tomorrow. So why say you do it tomorrow when you are not even sure? Your own life, you are not sure about your life. You are not sure you are going to see tomorrow. You are not sure if tomorrow you might not just wake up and then you will see your corpse. You are not sure about that, but then you say you do it tomorrow. Like, how do we even have that kind of mind? Like, we human beings, we are funny. They say this life is not guaranteed, but then we feel like it is guaranteed. We extend the things we are supposed to. I'm telling you, a lot of people are on the graveyard, are in the burial ground right now, dead, and not just dead, but they died with a lot of potential. A lot of people died without doing the things they were meant to do on this earth to help themselves and to bless the lives of people. And then we talk about these people, but then if you check it, we are doing the same thing these people in the grave are doing. We are procrastinating. We are saying we are going to do it so time because we feel that is the perfect time. It's just funny, guys. It's just funny. Honestly, it's very funny. When I think about it, then it's funny. That's why now I don't even think things like, I don't think things more than twice. Let me not say I don't think twice. I don't think things more than twice. If something comes to my head, an idea, and then I think it's once, twice. Okay, I've checked it. It's legit. boom, I execute. I don't wait. I don't wait because I feel if I wait, I'm wasting time. I don't have the money already that I can use in place of time. You know, the rich, like I said, money is the enemy of the poor, and time is the enemy of the rich. And that's why we, the poor, we take keke and all this to save money, but then the rich take private jets and fly around to save time. So you don't have money now, but you have time. What are you using your time to do? Are you using your time to listen to people who will help you and then execute whatever you have learned, making actions on what you know or what you have planned, the ideas you have in your head? Or are you wasting your time doing the other thing, which is spending time on socials, learning nothing, aimlessly scrolling TikTok and all that? What are you doing with your time? When will you start? When will you do that thing you have been talking about since last year? Maybe you have not shared it with anybody, but at least you told yourself. When will you do it? Guys, the questions can start coming in now. I can see some people are already here. Please, if you are just coming, can you drop wavy in the chat? Wavy, guys, wavy. Wavy. Any comments you have, you can drop it here. Okay, you can drop it here since. Guys, so you can drop the question so I can look into it. Like I said, I love it when we interact. Like I always say, I love it when we talk together. Like you have opinions, you drop it in the chat. Who is this for God's sake? You have opinions, you can drop it in the chat. You have questions, you can drop them in the chat also. YouTube doesn't allow me to see the people watching, but they allow me to see chat. So please drop something in the chat. I can know you are here with me. Okay, just 2 people. And if you are here, drop something. We need to talk, guys. We need to talk. I'm very sure that you have a lot on your mind right now. Some of you, I'm not going to give you the questions, but then some of the things I know some of the things you might be thinking about. So put it in the chat. Let's talk about it. Ask me. I always say we don't judge here. No one will judge you. No one will judge you. Your opinion matters, guys. Your opinion matters. And if maybe for those who watch the recap later or tomorrow, you can still drop your questions in the comment section. Maybe in another live I'll look into it or still drop you a reply. So even though you are watching this as a recap, you can maybe you observe something or you have a suggestion, you have maybe a question or something, you can still drop it after the live session. Then for you guys here, please drop me a question. Please drop a question or a suggestion, anything. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let me give you maybe a minute. Okay. I also hope you guys are typing because after this minute, it will be painful to see that after a minute, still nothing, guys. You can't tell me you don't have a question to ask. It's not possible. With everything I say today about acting now. Remember, guys, the lesson for today is now, lesson 4. So you have some days. I'm not going to say a lot of days. You still have some days to go. Okay, guys, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for your questions, comments. So while you wait, let me give you a story. Let me give you Let me give you a story relating to what I have discussed today. Okay, there is this guy I know here. If I can remember clearly, there was a day he came to me and then he said, okay, he normally calls me crypto. He said, I'm a crypto guy. I had this idea. I had this idea to do this particular thing. And then I had this idea last month and I had so amount. I'm not going to say it out here and I'm not telling you the person. Okay, I had this idea of doing something and I had the money then. But then I just felt no, it was not, I should not do it now because I felt maybe that particular thing, there was something he wanted to get. I'm not saying it. There was something he wanted to purchase. So he said he did not get it then because he was thinking that maybe after some months the price of that thing would drop. But then what happened after those months? The price went up. I'm not going to go further, but what do you learn from this short story I just gave? Making decisions and acting now is the best thing. If he had met me a month okay, after that month he met me, if he had met me a month ago when he had the idea, I would have encouraged him because I knew it was a good thing. If he had gotten it, it was a good thing. I would have encouraged him to get it that time. But he did not meet me then. But then when he met me, what did I tell him? I said, the deed has been done. You don't fuck up already, so what you fit do now? Since you no get am last month, I'm very sure all of you can relate to the pidgin. Since you no get am last month, wetin you fit do now be say you fit get am this month. And then if you get am this month, you see say e don dey increase. E fit go up, e fit come down. But if you go up, na to your advantage. If you come down, you no go even fit still regret am. But we no know if you go go up or come down. If you go up and you no go come down again, and na so you go dey go up. So why you no go just get am now? Since you no get am last month, and no be say the money that, okay, let me say the way I told him, and no be say the money wey climb on top, the money wey dey increase for the thing, no be say e too much like that. So just get am now. What I'm trying to say is I asked him to get it now since he did not get it that month. But because the reason why I asked him to do it was because I felt the money that was added to that particular thing was not so much. But then after that month, the money that will be added to that particular thing might be more or might be less. But with the way things are in Nigeria safe, you should not be expecting it to be less if it's not food. So I told him since he did not get it that month, he can get it now and then he will be ahead. It's even a good thing because after that day, I believe if he has another idea, he will not hesitate on acting on it. He will make that decision as fast as he can. That's the power of making decisions now. I told him not to regret it because I told him, I myself, I am the kind of person that lives with no regrets. If I make decisions knowing that whatever happens after that decision happens. But I don't live a life of regrets that I'll make a decision and then later feel regrets or feel a sting of regret, feeling why did I even do this? No. You might feel that some people might feel that, yes, but you should not rely, you should not stay on that particular thing. You should just move on with your life. You should not, because you had a bad experience and then maybe just came to your head, I've been fucked up. Okay, you've been fucked up. That's all now. Move on. You don't have to stay on that fuck up for long. You don't have to stay on that particular mistake for long. Stop relying on your mistake.
Wow.
God is you.
That's why I seen this screenshot.